Straight out to Owen LaFave. You all recall Debra LaFave, convicted of raping a 14-year-old student. He is producer of After School. Dana, do you have the photos of Owen LaFave's wedding to Deb LaFave? She was a beautiful bride. You thought you were happily married. All right, I hope you're sitting down, Owen. Hello, it's good to see you. Her husband of just 9 months is in the middle of an annulment. They had only been married 9 months, Owen. How shocked do you think her husband is?
Oh, my God, I'm sure he's crushed, Nancy. And, of course, every time I hear one of these stories, I do look for parallels. And you've got an attractive teacher. She's a well-respected English teacher, which mine was as well. And, of course, the newlywed element. And I could just imagine the heartbreak and just, embarrassment of it all. My heart goes out to him.
I want to ask you the thinking behind this woman, because you were living with Deb LaFave while she was raping, that's the reality of it, a little boy that was her student. And she would come home and act completely normal with you. And here you've got this guy, this one's husband, getting an annulment. Sarah Jones is in the middle of an annulment with her husband. When you look back on it, how was Deb LaFave acting during all of this?
There was a very brief period of time, and it happened very quickly, but her personality changed drastically. I mean, she was a different person. She was acting different, had different desires in life, was dressing different, was actually, of course, this came out after the fact, but was, reprimanded and talked to by the principal to try to dress a little more professionally. So there was a big change in behavior, and it'd be interesting to see if there were similar, I guess, changes in behavior through, Mrs. Jones.
But when she would come home, would she act the same way? Would she cook dinner? Would you guys go out to Chili's? I mean, would you still have sex together? Did she still interact with your family and her family as if nothing was wrong?
Yes. I mean,
wow,
she put up this facade, and it's disgusting. And, quite frankly, it is crazy. It'd be interesting to hear from the lawyers, though, is the fact that, very similar to my wife's case, the boy's family, I mean, they're in support. They showed up at the arraignment hearing. This boy is not going to testify. She's not going to jail, Nancy. Prosecution has a big problem on their hands.
Wait a minute. You say the boy is not going to testify. Why do you say that?
He showed up at the arraignment hearing in support of her. I can't imagine he'd say anything derogatory about her.
So, are you telling me, Owen LaFave, that you think the boy will take the stand and lie?
No, I'm saying that I think he'll refuse to testify and won't take the stand. They can't force him to testify.
Well, they can absolutely put a witness that has been subpoenaed behind bars. They certainly can. Unleash the lawyers.
A minor?
All right. What, Owen?
I'm sorry, a minor? They can do that too?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
When you
I know
are
in my
called,
wife's case, the boy refused to testify.
I know, and the
was...
prosecutors just dropped it. They certainly did. They should have gone forward with it and let him take the stand in front of his mother and his family and refuse to tell the truth. Because
I don't disagree with you, Nancy, but I can't see them putting a boy in jail, especially when he's the victim in this circumstance.
Listen, Owen,
I just can't see it happening.
I hear what you're saying. But if this were the way it worked, think about it. How many cases, think of, for instance, domestic abuse cases. When women come in, I had a woman come into court with a broken leg. Her face looked like she fell down a flight of steps. And guess who was helping her walk in? Her husband that had nearly killed her. And guess what? She didn't want to testify. Do you know how much it hurt me to know what she was going through? And to also know that 1 month, 3 months, 6 months down the road, he probably would kill her? If I did not take that case forward? Listen, I've been put on the stand before. Nobody likes being put on the stand. But this is not okay. What she did is not okay. What Deb LaFave did is not okay. It sends such a horrible message. And I'm not condoning it.
She needs to go to jail.
And the only way, you think I want to put a kid on the stand? No, I don't.
I'm not saying that, Nancy.
I don't want to do that. But what I do want is justice. And I don't care if she's pretty or if she's white or if she's a cheerleader. Don't care.